Hey girls, it's Ariel. Welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be talking about signs for your first period. I got my period in 7th grade. And I will make a separate video on that if you all girls want to. Right now I have a video uploading right now. I just got my Thanks period panties in. These are large. These are the hip hugger ones. These are the heaviest ones. I ordered these August the 1st, and I'm actually not sure what day I got these on because we hadn't been checking our mail. So these got shipped and delivered really fast, and I really like that because I was hoping I would get them before school starts so that I would have them for school. So in the email, whenever I got these, it said your period panties are being shipped and on their way, and I was like, okay, well that's cool. It's gonna take them forever though. But today's like the 6th, I think, and that was not long, and I'm very proud of that company. So anyway, so signs of your first period, I found that my breast got very tender, and like whenever I have my period now, that stuff does not happen. But I found that on my first period that happened. So I just find that maybe you should be precautious of what your body's telling you. So like if your body is acting a little weird and there's a few signs that your period could be coming, just making sure that you make the right decisions and stuff. So respect your body, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Another tip is cramps. So whenever I was watching videos before I got my period, I would always be watching these videos that would say, oh, you can tell the difference between a stomach ache and cramps. Well, me being me, watching all these videos, I got super scared that my period was coming every day. Like I would be like, oh no, my period might be coming today. I might want to do this and stuff. And I found that like 2 days before I got my period, cramps. 4 days before I got my period, cramps. 5 days. Like before I got my first period, I would find that I had a lot of stomach aches that month. So I put on a pad, and I was very lucky at the beginning. First, I started at home. Second, there was just a little spot of blood. It never came in one gush, and I was very happy about that. What I have to say is cramps happen down here and not up here. Like a stomach ache would happen like right here, but like cramps happen down here. But once, like about a month ago, I have like not like I'm gonna die pain period cramps, but like they hurt kind of bad. So what I did was I took like I found that just respecting your body and knowing what was going on in your body just made you feel like you cramp, girl, like you deserve it. Like you're doing so many of these glorious things inside my body that just cramp. That's okay. Just cramp. So I found that warm stuff helps. So a third tip for your period coming, and I've never heard this before, but I think it's a great start to know like, oh, I might be getting my period. So what I did, what I think is a good tip is if you have a heating pad or a sock, which everyone should have a sock, just fill a sock with beans, just dry beans that you have to cook and stuff, not canned beans, the bagged beans. Put it in there and put it in the microwave for a few seconds, then lay it on that area of your stomach that your stomach is cramping / hurting, and if it goes away in a few minutes, or something like that, then that's a good way to tell, oh, I might be getting my period, and you might want to put on a pad or something. So, like, stuff like that. And number 4 is mood swings. So, like, my third or fourth period, I have a horse that is the best horse in the world, but I wanted him to do something and he didn't do it, and I got very mad and broke down in tears. But this is when I already had my period, but I find that mood swings will happen because I just broke down in tears because I know I have the best horse ever, but he won't mind me right at this point in time. So I got very mad at that. So that's like, yeah, stuff like that will happen. And cravings. I have never gotten cravings, but for my first period, I was craving seafood. Don't ask me why. I was craving seafood for my, like, 3 days before I got my period. I was craving seafood, and it made me very mad because I was like, why am I craving food? I don't ever crave food. And then I was like, okay, maybe my period's happening. So, before I got my period, I put on a pad because I was so scared and I knew all the signs and stuff, so that just made it a whole lot better. And, yeah, I think this is number 6 now. Number 6 would be, see, if you get to the point where you're in school with, usually girls get their period when they're 12 or 13 is usually the range. And so if you're in a school with a bunch of 12, 13, and 14-year-olds, so like 7th and 8th and 9th grade, be a little precautious because 9 chances out of 10, your friends and other girls in that class are going to have their period. And I find whenever you have multiple girls in the same classroom, their periods sync. So you will have the same period as your friends or someone else in your classroom. So if you're, and I think this is an awesome tip. So if you're in the room with girls and you know they have their periods, be a little precautious if you get some of these signs of cramping, mood swings, tender breast, and just emotion changes. And so if that kind of stuff happens, make sure if you're in a classroom with girls, be like, oh, maybe my period's getting ready to start. I had a classroom this year filled with pretty good amount of girls, and all of them but one had gotten their period, and I don't know if she has gotten her period yet. But we have big classrooms, so yeah. But like, I just find that really helps, and that's like, that should have, like, that kind of stuff kind of clicks, like, oh, they have their period, oh, we're women, it could sync. So just make sure of that and just think about that. So I hope you all enjoyed my how to tell when your period's coming video, and like, subscribe, ask me questions and stuff. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Bye.